So, Domain Thierry Allemand Cornas, Reynard, Cornas. You okay? Oh, no. Good shit. Making sure. Everyone got this? You rocking it? You feeling it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm a fan of Thierry Allemand, really because I think he makes the most open-knit Cornas out there. I think that's how
That's a violation of Cornas, to be open-knit.
Well,
come on.
Exactly it is. I mean, they could tend to evolve at a glacial pace and be rather backwards, but to me, Thierry always makes a wine that's very generous, and I appreciate his esprit, if you will, in the wines, particularly in a place that tends to make very, very black, backwards, what have you. But I want to propose an idea. Like, I always, as a sommelier, I used to get really upset when people would look at the color of the wine before tasting it and then decide in advance if it was dark, it was going to be good. That used to really bug me. It's like, you don't smell color, you don't taste color. Like, don't be a ding-dong here. Like, it's just taste the wine and feel it, right? So, but this is one wine where I think that I violate my own rule because, and I don't look at it and then think about how good it is. But when I taste this, I taste purple. I don't know why. So, check it out. Taste the purple, you guys. Come on, let's do this.
That was a little bit of a bait and switch, huh?
But it is amazing that the purple can turn into supple. When you're saying about open knit and Cornas, we all know about the rocky inaccessibility and difficulty. And I have someone behind me. After you guys were talking about impenetrable characters in whites and reds, is that a good thing? And I don't blame it, because for us, opaque, impenetrable, these are not positive aspects of wine, but in greatness they can be. When you begin to see through something that may not be totally evolved now or showing, but you see the future and the greatness, it's wonderful. And here's an example of a Cornas that you don't really have to wait for in the way that most Cornas do.
Oh, but this, Jim, here's a Syrah-based Old World wine that's far more thrilling than a younger New World Syrah-based wine.
That's much more famous and much more expensive.
Yes.
By a lot.
The thrill is here because it's that Syrah kaboom.
Kaboom.
What is that kaboom? That kaboom?
It's purple. It's called purple.
It's more than kaboom. I mean, there's got to be more to the story than just the kaboom. There's a lot of places that can make kaboom, but there's only one Cornas. And specifically, I mean, because I think there's, I love Hermitage, but if I were to choose one Syrah from the Old World, it would be Cornas for me, just personally. And for me, this Cornas, it speaks of the earth. It's got that olive, it's got that bacon, it's got that freaking, I mean,
it's got the bear cage at the zoo.
Yeah, it's got animal inside.
Roberto, thank you for that. I've always thought in some ways you had to be really political in a lot of ways, but right there, you just totally showed us how precise and accurate your palate is.
Roberto, I've heard things about Cornas being so hard to farm now, and just the money aspect is so difficult. Are you worried that there's going to be less and less Cornas going into
No way. No way.
Well, we were worried for a little while there. There were some vineyards and stuff that were not the generations were turning over, and there was no one to farm them.
But that's France inheritance law, not cost of farming.
Right. And so. And there were some awesome vineyards being kind of, people were wondering basically what's going to happen to them, and then there are also some, kind of local, government stuff going on where, they're trying to put other things other than vineyards in these sites, and so the local community put together some petitions basically, and we're able to kind of push this movement back, thankfully. And there are champions like Allemand and Pop, etc., that are making some of the most beautiful Syrahs in the world, in my opinion. And thankfully, they're shining through. So I'm thankful that they definitely pushed that back. So I'm not worried so much as I was.